Welcome back to Carolina Ruck Cuddles. Today, we're taking the 6x6 out. I ain't even gonna be messing around, guys. Are y'all ready to go play in some mud? We went ahead, put some new U-joints in it. Still hate that angle. That's a heck of an angle. Yes, grease went everywhere. I know, guys. Went ahead and put a brand new carb. She runs so much better now. If you remember last time, she had a miss and you had to idle way up just to keep her running. She runs amazing now. Hopefully I got the vents. Sadly, we broke a vent off, which we ain't gonna go this deep, guys. You know it ain't. But we're gonna have to plug this or something because there's always a chance of rain. I swear, it's rained so much. I was supposed to go with my buddy with his Can-Am, the Gen 3, you might remember him. But sadly, we haven't been able to meet up this week. We're gonna meet up Monday, it rained all afternoon. Meet up Tuesday, it rained all afternoon. Now it's Wednesday, he walks today. I think he's all Thursday or walking Thursday. Then they'll go on Busco this weekend. But it's me and my wife's anniversary. So yeah, I'm not allowed to go off this weekend. For obvious reasons, let's be honest. I mean, you gotta take your wife out for her anniversary. Anyways, without further ado, let's slap on the GoPro. Already on. Let's take the 6x6 to the mud and we're gonna send it today. We're gonna hopefully not break it. I don't want to walk. This thing, every time we break it, we have to walk. So anyways, let me grab a bucket for the second GoPro. We're going to be sending it today just to see how well she does. And we got 7 inches of rain. So we should have water today, people. So let's go. Okay, we ready to go. We got the bucket. I wonder if I can somehow make this bucket stay there. Huh, we'll see. I was hoping to find my square bucket, but I couldn't find it. So here's what it is. It might stay. If not, it's getting ran over. Want to take it easy on the old goal because the axles are still popping. I know I said this in the last 8 videos that the axles are popping. Guess what? Video 9, they're still popping. Oh look, we got water through here today. Holy crap, look how thick that is. I'll tell you one thing, that exhaust is hot on my leg. Okay, let's go set the GoPro up, the GoPro up, the GoPro up. Let's hope we don't see a snake. I hope I don't see one. I would leave it. Oh, it was right, it was right. You gotta be careful because sometimes you'll turn it on. And I've said this before, I've had it on lapse mode, I've had it on everything. Last thing you want to have it on time lapse. Whole video's gone. And luckily, the 6x6 does not have the side exhaust. So it shouldn't be messing up the video like the Sportsman. The Sportsman has that side exhaust, throws mud right on it. Woo! Slow and easy, baby, slow and easy. Come on, baby. I think she's good. We really got to put portals on here. But every time we go to vote on it, everybody votes against it. The other week it said, should we put portals on it? No. I'm like, come on, guys. I want portals on this thing so bad. But nobody ever votes for it. So it's like, okay. But we got to put portals. That would really help us because at least then we'd have the power to spin the tires. But y'all vote. Fingers crossed, everything's sealed. There you go, baby. Like I said, once you dig it out, she will go. She just doesn't have the power to dig it out very well. Okay, so the Polaris could not make it uphill. I'll put it right here.
Flashback. End of flashback.
As you can see, it couldn't make it up it with 32 assassinators. With a 6x6. The length really helps. Will it make it? Maybe not, but we're gonna try. My luck is she's gonna die right here. Come on, come on. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, man, when this thing is cooking with gas, she's cooking with gas. Woo! I'm telling you, people, when it's walking good. This thing is like a Honda. Its main selling point is waddle. Thick mud? No. Hates thick mud. It's one of those, I hate to say it, but I should have made it just a little shorter. I set it up so I could actually put 30s on it, but looking at it, I should have just left it so it could get like 27s. I think if I watched all 27 Zillas like I have on the front, I think I would be a lot better off. Okay, we're gonna send it in there and pray we don't die. I hope we don't die. But we're just gonna send it in first gear. You might be like, why not second gear? We've tried that. Didn't work. It cuts off. It's like a boat. Whoa, I'm digging it out now, baby. Okay, well, let's do it again. We're gonna do second. I think we might be able to do second for a couple seconds. We can do second for a couple seconds. So we're gonna go ahead and try second gear. I mean, let's be honest, second gear for a second. She should do good. Last time she did, she flew in there, but then she lost all power because she just can't spin it. In case you're wondering, 75% gear reduction. I can't find an 88, but talking to people, there isn't that much difference if I'm struggling that much. So if I find an 88, I'll buy it, but most likely portals is the way. So let's send on second and see what we got. We're probably just gonna fall right into water, but it's gonna be funny to y'all. First gear, second gear. She made it. And we had water up the hill, so that should technically be over the carb, right? Yeah, that should be over the carb. I'm just over here double thinking and triple thinking and thinking again and thinking with some more and thinking some less.
Out of here! The door's jammed! Push harder! Matab!
Walk the dog, baby. Walk the dog. Well, she made it, and the cow flies are trying to eat me. Let's try that again. Now that we dug it out, we might be able to get a little better. That's the problem, is this thing does not like thick mud. And at the bottom of all these holes is that swamp mud that once you dig it out, you can go. But before then, she struggles. And I could hold it to it, and I'll probably do that this time. We'll just hold it to it now that we dug it out. Okay. She was being weird. Got a little mist there, baby. What is that? And we broke the real gearbox.
You serious?
I can't let it cut off. That motor's brand new. Oh, come on, you piece of shit. Come on, baby. Right in two, guys. That will weigh you out right there. It's nice to think that this thing was gonna walk today, and it did walk for a while, but then we just, like, I don't understand it. I really don't. That U-joint should hold. That was a heavy-duty U-joint. This thing don't have that much pressure back there. The U-joint was straight. This one was fine. The other one on the other side has a hellacious angle. That one would make sense, but this one's fine. It keeps breaking. I don't know what to do, guys. I'm about to give up and just make this thing a dang regular IRS swap and figure out something else, because this thing is like, I've had enough. I really have. That's not right. Well, guys, I'm at my wit's end again. That's a $1,000 gearbox, and even it with a U-joint cannot hold the power of the 6x6. I should have used a Grizzly 660. Originally, it was between the Honda 300 and a Grizzly 660, and I should have used a 660, but at the time, I'm like, well, my 300 ain't getting a lot of views. Might as well make it so it gets views. But holy crap, guys, this thing is becoming a headache. Like, that's a heavy-duty U-joint, and it snapped right off like it was nothing, and I don't understand why. You had the key in it, the key's still in it, all the locks in it, nothing, it just breaks. So y'all let me know, should we split this, go ahead and make it a 4-wheeler again, or should we leave it a 6-wheeler? We can go ahead, take the 6x6 diff out, put a long U-joint there, or a long shaft there, take the whole back end off, separate it, keep it for another build, and then make this a really lifted 300. I mean, it would have, we can go ahead and space out the front end. The back end will have a Polaris rear end. I mean, it's already all there. All we got to do is take the stupid gearbox out and just put a whole long shaft there. And believe it or not, these stock diffs will bolt right into that place. So we are pretty good on this. I mean, y'all let me know. Should we do that? Should we try to fix this somehow? I don't know, guys. I'm getting to that point where I don't even know where to go with it, because everything was fine. The angles were fine. Everything was fine, and it wasn't that bad. Y'all saw I wasn't giving it too much beans. This is why I've been taking it easy, because I didn't want it to break. But instead, it broke. So next week's video is going to be the Polaris. My friends are supposed to come over and hang out this week, but we didn't get time. We were supposed to go to Busco, but I had my anniversary. I mean, it's always something. Anyways, guys, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, because this is definitely what's going to be out next, because I was looking at portals, but does anybody really think portals are going to make that much of a difference? Will they save that U-joint? I need to know, guys. That's what I wonder. Will that help the U-joint, or is the U-joint just doomed from the get-go? Let me know in the comments. Anyways, guys, I will see you on the next one.